Hello, good day everyone. And so for this video naman, ang pag-aaralan natin is the types of verbs. Pero class, may I remind everyone na bago panoorin to, I do highly suggest na panoorin muna ang functions of noun or i-master muna or alimin muna yung lahat ng functions of noun bago tayo mag-proceed dito. One of the main reason is because of its complexity. Kasi magkarugtong silang dalawa kapag hindi mo naintindihan si functions of noun, wala. May iiwan ka sa types of verbs mo. Okay? So anyways, let us proceed. So, hindi ko na masyadong i-explain to ha. Verb is an action word and state of being na na-discuss na natin last time. Ang example po sa verb na action word, talk, walk, eat. Ang example naman sa state of being is, was, does, etc. Okay? So, proceed naman tayo sa kinds of verbs according to its use. Una muna dyan is yung tinatawag nating intransitive verb. When we say intransitive verb, those are verbs that have no receiver of their action. Walang receiver of their action. It is not directly followed by a noun, adjective, or any noun phrase. Palagi yung tatandaan, class, si intransitive verb, ang kapartner niya most of the time, it's either a phrase, a clause, or object of the preposition. Again, it's either a phrase, clause, or object of the preposition. Okay? So, simple lang. Intransitive verb, walang receiver ng verb. Okay? So, ano nga ulit ang receiver of the verb? The receiver of the verb is the direct object. Ibig sabihin, X, walang direct object. Okay? Ganun lang siya kasimple. Example sentence here is, we went to the beach to enjoy our break. Kung papansin nyo dyan, ang ating main verb is went. Ang sumunod sa kanya is to the beach. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong prepositional phrase, yung word na to or to the beach and to enjoy our break. Ngayon, yung to the beach is considered po or yung beach is considered as an object of the preposition. Bakit? Kasi may to or to. May preposition. In short, object of the preposition to. So, syempre, itong went is considered as intransitive verb. Okay? Clear po tayo dyan, ha? Next one. Paano naman kapag ang kasunod niya ay isang clause? Katulad nito. He cried when he found out that he failed the exam. Kung papansin nyo, class, when he found out, yung word na when is considered po as conjunction. Papasok po siya sa subordinate conjunction. So, wala po siyang receiver of the verb kasi nga conjunction yung kasunod niya eh. So, ganun lang po kasimple ang intransitive verb. Okay? So, ang kabaliktaran ni intransitive verb ay si transitive verb. Kung yung isa walang receiver of the action, eto meron. In short, si transitive verb ay ang kapartner niya ay si direct object. So, when we say transitive verb, are verbs that express an action or which passes from the doer or the doer to receiver. Okay? It is followed by nouns or noun phrase. Katulad nito, Robert bought China a new phone. Yung word na new phone is considered po as transitive verb. Okay? Huwag kayong masyadong malilito ha kasi mayroong indirect object dyan. So, try natin tanggalin tong indirect object. Robert bought a new phone. So, kung mapapansin nyo, walang kahit na anong preposition, walang kahit na anong conjunction dyan, walang kahit na anong prepositional phrase dyan or preposition. So, therefore, considered po siya as transitive verb. Okay? Clear po tayo dyan, ha? Next one. Mr. De La Cruz called Ian's parents. Meron pong receiver of the verb. Sino po yung tinawagan? Ian's parents. Okay? Clear na po tayo kay transitive at intransitive, ha? Next one naman is the linking verb. Connect a subject and its complement. Ito naman ay kapartner ni direct and object complement. Their main function is linking or coupling the subject with the noun, pronoun, or an adjective. Linking verbs cannot be followed by adverbs. Rather, they always preceded by nouns of adjective. Okay? So, example, the gold appeared to be authentic. So, yung word na appeared is considered as linking verb. Okay? Next one, the spaghetti tasted awful. Yung word na tasted is considered po as linking verb. Bakit? Yung word na awful is considered po as a subject complement for the word spaghetti. Ganun lang po siya kadali. Okay? Ngayon, marami nalilito pagdating kay auxiliary or helping verb versus linking verb. Bakit? Kasi yung word na is at were ay pwede naman talaga maging linking verb. Ano yung pagkakaiba nila? So, let us first define what is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, also known as the helping verb, is a verb that is used with another verb or two other verbs in a verb phrase. Katulad nito, Jane is going to Boston next week. Please disregard to. TO lang yan. To. Okay, hindi TOO yan ha. TO lang yan. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, class, is, kasunod niya is verb. Is going. Yun po ang laging ginagawa ni auxiliary verb. From the word itself, helping verb. Tinutulungan niya ang verb to connect to its subject. Okay? Clear po tayo dun ha? Katulad nito. Next example. The children were playing with the ball. Were plus playing is considered po as helping verb. Ngayon, paano po natin malalaman whether if it is a linking verb? Ganito. Jane is beautiful. Jane is beautiful. Yung word na beautiful is considered as an adjective. So therefore, ang word na is doon ay considered po as linking verb and not an auxiliary verb. Bakit? Kasi ang kasunod niya is an adjective. Palaging tatandaan, linking verb, ang lagi niyang kasunod, it's either an adjective or a noun or pronoun. Kay auxiliary naman, ang lagi niyang kasunod is either an adverb or verb. Ganun lang po siya kadali. Okay? So, proceed naman tayo sa voice of the verb. Madali lang yan. When we say active voice, siya po yung doer of the verb. Pagdating naman kay passive voice, kapag nakita mo yung subject, siya naman po ang receiver of the action. Magkabaliktaran po sila. Take note, pagdating kay passive voice, gumagamit po tayo ng by. B-Y. By. Ito lang po siya kadali. Okay? So, I hope you understand the simple explanation with regards to the types of verbs. Pasensya na, medyo mabilis, no? Hinahabol ko kasi yung 10 minutes. Yun lang. Thank you so much, and I hope you learned something new.